Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Daytime temperatures, let's get us back over to Fahrenheit. 57 Fahrenheit outside, indoors 54, a little cooler. It's about 11 a.m. There's the date, Friday, blah 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 blah. I'll take you over, we'll check on everything. Check some solar first. Okay, so 19 amps coming in, batteries are at 13.87. Heater mats are on and working. Nice and toasty warm down there. That's this guy controlling it here. You can see it going in. Turn the charger on for that. Let's go take a look down the tiny house here, guys. I haven't been here for a while, so got stuff to do. Looks like everything's working over here. Is my electric heater mat on? No. Oh yeah, it wouldn't be because it's only at 12 volts. Hasn't been any wind lately, so that makes sense. Any more water? A little bit of water caught out of my pipes that I drained off. Not too shabby. Cool. It's a little bit of mess still, as usual. So I got a guy interested in my old flooring rolls, so I'm probably gonna make about 150 bucks off of that. Best I could do. So that's just a little scrapper piece I got left over. I'm probably gonna put a fire on right now, and then we're gonna do a fireside chat on video. So stay tuned for that. Hey guys, so take a look at my fire starters here. We're gonna flip these over and see how we got some mold action going on. We can't have that. So I'm going to try to take all these moldy black pieces and put them on this starter box. I just filled with, it's an old cardboard box with some scrap lumber, and I'm going to fill it with these moldy bits, you know, because we're not going to have a bunch of mold in the tiny house. That's a big no-no. No, 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 no. This might ruin my little setup here with all this mold. So we're going to get rid of as much of it as possible. And I'm not even tearing them, guys. I'm just going to throw them in as is. Because why not? We're going to take huge chunks and toss them in. And they'll cook off in there, and we'll get rid of that moldy, nasty.
I don't see us getting away from that anytime soon, do you? No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. And then
yeah, so I'll continue on with this, guys. I'll put some down in the bottom of this thing, and we should get the majority of this bad boy solved, hopefully. There we go. That's good enough for now. So I'll be back in I didn't fill it up very much. Maybe I'm gonna put some more wood in there. I got all these 2x4s, guys. I'm gonna try to start getting rid of some of this crap. That way we get a nice toasty tiny house. I'm going to try to put the majority near the vent pipe back there, the flue. And then we're going to light this bad boy up. So I got my little box, starter box. I'm going to pull some of this apart, getting rid of this moldy, nasty nonsense going on. And I'm going to send this bad boy back here. I tucked him inside, so let's see if we can light him up. Oops. Come on, you can do it. Let's see if we get anywhere with this bad boy. I'm gonna light these bad boys up too down here.
Tuesday and Wednesday, all month long.
To get going. These are pretty saturated though, so they may not light like so. But the one up top is definitely going.
Pontiac Lake Road construction has that area closed until 5 p.m. this evening. Now, WJR Weather First from the Weather Channel. Can't wait to get out and enjoy the sunshine.
No.
It's going to be with us all weekend long, and
No
it's
good.
going to stay nice and mild. The high of
So that box up there, guys, full of the smaller scrap wood from the Cubic Mini Grizzly stove.
68 on Saturday
And
and on Sunday.
this should get us going anyway.
I'm
Getting warming up. So hopefully the entire box is gonna catch fire and the contents, so we'll hopefully get that going. I'm gonna pull this apart again and see if I can get anything lit up here.
We've come to accept these two fallacies, but the fact is that heart attack and stroke are 100% preventable, and cardiac disease is reversible. It's not in the genes, it's in your profile. It's
There we
time
go.
to take charge of your health. Call
Hopefully.
Dr. Colander at 866-KOL-ENDER.
Join us for your favorite rock holiday tradition this season as Trans-Siberian Orchestra brings an electrifying 90-minute performance of its beloved album, Christmas Eve.
Let's see how hot the box is. I can probably move it. I can. Do not do this at home. I'm gonna try to move it back. About midway back, guys, is a good spot because that way it'll start doing the drawing effect, if you know what I mean.
At Beaumont Employer Services, we're committed to keeping Michigan.
These are so soaked
We teamed up with
with
local
oil
to ensure students
that they're gonna be tough to
build back
light.
plans with 24/7 support to help keep Big 3 employees on the job.
Let me put some of this paper on there, maybe.
19 testing to
Maybe that'll help.
safely. Beaumont Employer Services has a plan for you too.
I just got some scrap paper from those garbage bags that were in the tiny house here, guys. And hopefully we get a little...
Pennsylvania is looking to finish tallying their votes as Joe Biden takes the lead in the
There we go.
Pennsylvania. Fox's Eric Shawn has the latest. He's
See if we can get some action going now.
And reporter Shawn adds his own conclusion.
We expect that the counting here at the Philadelphia Convention Center to be finished today, say officials, and they're getting that increase for former Vice President Joe Biden, and they are pushing back against the president's baseless claims of voter fraud and other problems here.
Oh, hold on. I got a nice video to talk about that exactly, that subject. That's coming next, guys, after we get the nice fire going. We'll get a nice fireside chat going on.
The president said that Republican poll watchers are not allowed inside this. That is a lie, and it's not true. Last night there was a federal court hearing in which the federal judge said that there will be 60 poll watchers allowed, 30 from the Democratic Party, 30 from the Republican Party.
That's Fox reporter Eric Shawn.
There we go. So, yeah, I find with the barrel stove, guys, if you move you move your starter about midway back, it draws a hell of a lot better than if you were to have it right up front, right at the door. So that's why I kind of like using a box and then moving it backwards. And then I just got a bunch of scrap lumber in here that I got. It's just softwood. It looks like pine. It's just scrap 2x4s and pallets and stuff like that. So we're just going to do a little warm up today. Not going to use any of my real firewood as of yet, but we'll get there. So I'm gonna shut the door on this bad boy, or actually I'll just let her rip for a while, and then we can start my video on everything. Oh, look at that! She's starting.
Supports President Trump and his court challenges.
I believe in due process, so let's
Yeah, so I'll leave this open for a while, and we'll get there, guys.
And I think we're at a real crossroads right now, so I don't think he's on.
All right, guys, check out the FLIR. She's pretty warm. Barrel stove's getting there, so we'll check out pipes. They're just starting, so my 90 is obviously the hottest part, as always. So very cool. We're gonna have a nice fire. I'm going to turn that fan on in a second. First though, I wanted to take the FLIR over, guys, so you guys can see the lithium iron phosphate batteries and the heat. So you can actually see the heating coils in the mats in between my batteries here, guys. So my batteries are about 67.3 degrees Fahrenheit. And the heater mat, whoopsie, the camera's having a hell of a time focusing. 118 Fahrenheit. And it's actually over 80 degrees, which is kind of neat, between the two of them. And then 62, 67, or 65. Not too shabby, guys. So, what's the charge controller rating? Oh, it's got some heat pumping out too. Whoops, could turn the FLIR back on. It has a shut off after so many minutes. 66.8, 67, about as warm as the batteries. Ooh, right there's a hot spot. That must be the fuse. From the fuse to the charge controller, 100 degrees. Let's feel that. If it is, it's not very. Hard to focus with this thing. 120. A little concerning, but I don't feel anything on there with my fingers. It's very, very little warmth there, so interesting. So FLIR camera came in handy. I don't have the fan running, feeding the fire today for venting, because I'm just doing a little experiment. And so far so good, guys. So I'm going to throw that fan on up there in a second. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll go over to my smart switch and we're going to slap this bad boy on. And there she goes. She's cooking up there. Now we're going to go over to my door and my window here and just see some smoke. Burning fairly clean so far. A little bit of motion in there. It's burning fairly hot, so I can feel this already. This is nice. Wow, wow, wee wah, wow, wow, wee wah. So we're gonna do a little fireside chat here, guys. Be right back.